for the Packers. This one, I think this is really thoughtful from the heart, and it speaks for itself. I got the Packers some fudge.
Very nice.
Who wouldn't want fudge and the Packers to be synonymous, right?
Absolutely. I mean, to me, it truly is where the name comes from, regardless of any true history.
You can get the Vikings anything for Christmas. What would you get them? You would love to have Darshaw back or a premier defensive tackle. Well, I can't give you either one of those things. I can get you some tackle.
Is that the physical act of tackling or a tackle defensive or offensive?
Listen.
Just a little bit of everything.
I only kind of come up with the puns. All right? Like, I'm not.
Well, look, that might be fortuitous. The Vikings did activate Ivan Pace off the IR. I'll take a little bit of that game. Green Bay Packers going into Minnesota. This one hopefully should be a good matchup here. Minnesota favored -1.5 points at -105 odds. Or you can give those points to the Packers at -115 odds. Over under at 48.5. Huge implications for the Vikings. Not as much for the Packers other than kind of playing spoilers because the Packers are locked into the playoffs. Green Bay now is just turning it on. Like, I don't like talking good about the Packers at all. It is not in me. But they are playing a good brand of football right now. They are running the rock really well. Josh Jacobs looks outstanding. No Jaire Alexander. He's still a big fat doesn't want to go up against JJ. It happens every year now. At the end of the year, he talks mad trash, and now he's going to gritty, and then he does not want to play against JJ. But look, this is going to be a tough game. I'm going to go ahead and take the points, 1.5 points from the Packers here.
I'm going to give you a little historical stat from our gambling as I go through this. When we disagree on the Vikings, the team that takes the Vikings wins.
Well, after that was the most field goal never missed a kick all season, Jinx, I've ever heard. Give me the Packers. I just have this gut feeling that Jordan Love's going to come in and get a really big victory today. But I do think Minnesota has overaccomplished this year. And I think most Vikings fans would agree that they would not expect to be in this spot at the start of the year after losing McCarthy.
I just think this is Minnesota's year. Everything's gone right for them. Sam Darnold's reemergence back into the limelight and the way he's playing. I got to take the Vikings on this one.
I think this Packers team is a really good running team. I am not high on Jordan Love. There are very serious accuracy concerns when we talk about Jordan Love's play. I think they lose by a touchdown if they don't run the ball really, really well. Ivan Pace coming back, Harrison Smith being out there, who is also really good down in the box, I think makes a huge difference. I'm dropping the points for the Vikings -1.5.